Hey, so I am on the way to Jordana's first doctor's appointment. I normally like leaving a lot earlier than I did. Hate being late. So I left a little late. So we are doing this video in the van, and as you can hear, she is not the biggest fan of car seats. So this is always fun. I literally have not gone too many places because Joseph hated the car seat and I don't like hearing them cry for that long. But anyway, so we're going to her first doctor's appointment after birth, probably just to see if she's lost too much weight or what her weight is and stuff like that. Just a checkup a check-in since she's just over a week old now. I am having issues trying to get breastfeeding established, which has not been fun. She's not her latch isn't perfect, and she just kind of suckles and doesn't really drink. So I have booked an appointment with a lactation consultant, but it's not until next Thursday because of COVID. They only do in-person visits once a week, and I can't get one for tomorrow, so I have to wait till next Thursday. So, and I have 24 hours to cancel it. So if her and I figure things out before next Wednesday, then I'm going to cancel the appointment and just go with it. But if we don't figure things out, then I'm going to take the appointment. It just sucks because it's $160 for 90 minutes. But obviously if I need the help and guidance, then I need the help and guidance, and they can help me. So aside from that, she's pretty great at sleeping. It's just the eating thing. I think she's hungry right now, and I literally just finished feeding her for 40 minutes. So it just is frustrating. Josh and I, well, not him, but I'm also pumping to, just in case she's not getting enough food, I am pumping to make sure she's fed. I'm not going to starve my baby. So I am pumping, and we're using a Medela bottle that has this the nipple on it basically simulates a breast, so that way when the baby actually sucks, they get milk. It just doesn't fall out. They have to actually work to get the milk out of this bottle. So I wanted to do that, so that way it would also help her suck the milk out of that, and she wasn't just getting easy milk from a normal nipple that was just kind of trickling out, and then she would get a preference to the bottle because she could get the milk out easier. So we're doing that after I try breastfeeding. Then we'll give her the bottle just to make sure, kind of a top up, but not really a top up. It's just to make sure that she is getting fed until I can go and see this lactation consultant, or until we really figure things out. It took about 2 weeks for Joseph to really get the hang of breastfeeding. So I don't know if it's just going to be the same with her, or if we're really going to need to see this person. But yeah, so we're on the way to the doctor's appointment, and I will let you know what the doctor says whenever we get out. I'm probably going to have to pull over and give her her soother because she is just not having this. So I will let you know what the doctor says. Okay, so we just finished Jordana's appointment, and it is so hot in that room. My cheeks are so red. It's insane. But I mean, you have to strip your baby down to just their diaper and stuff, so I get it. But oh my goodness, plus having to wear a mask just made it feel so much hotter. So that was fun. But Jordana is up a little bit in her weight. They never told me what her discharge weight was, but when she was born, she was 7'10", And then obviously they can lose about 10% of their birth weight before discharge. So I don't know exactly how much she lost because they never told me. But she's back up to 7 pounds, 6 ounces. And basically they don't have any concerns really. We are booking another appointment next week just to follow up with weight gain, because they do like to make sure they're at their birth weight within 2 to 3 weeks. And just because I'm having a bit of troubles breastfeeding, they definitely want to follow up to make sure that she's getting enough to eat. Obviously, like I told them, I am following it up with expressed breast milk in bottles just to make sure she is getting enough, because obviously I'm not going to starve my baby just to exclusively breastfeed. I will stop giving her a bottle once we get things figured out, but until then I will always follow up with a bottle to make sure that she is good to go and not hungry. So but yeah, other than that, they have no concerns. They just want to check and make sure that she is gaining weight once, like next week. And then it'll probably be the 2-month appointment after that. And then I have my appointment with the lactation consultant next Thursday. I am debating whether to keep that or not, because it's $160 for 90-minute appointment. And it just seems like a lot. But obviously, if I want to breastfeed and we're still having issues, I'm going to keep it. And that way we can get things going. But the way the nurse made it sound today is I'm basically using all the tips and tricks that they would recommend normally to establish breastfeeding and any typical problems. The only thing that she said was perhaps just bringing her down to her diaper so she's just a little bit cooler to keep her more awake when she is breastfeeding, because Jordana does fall asleep a lot. But other than that, I'm already doing all the tips and tricks. So I have to say I'm probably going to be quite upset if I do spend this $160 and the lactation consultant is basically just like, well, you're doing everything that I would recommend. So that's basically my hesitance and my worry, is going in paying $160 and them not telling me anything that I'm not already doing, except for just saying keep at it and then you guys should click. So anyway, I will update next week when I have her checkup, like her follow-up. And then if I do keep the appointment with the lactation consultant, I will also do an update for that, just to let you know like what they said and what tips and tricks they gave me. I might do like a quick video on the 10 tips and tricks that the health unit gave me, because there was a trick in there, like a little tip on how to get a deep latch, which has really been helping over the last few days. And then in that video I'll show you guys the Medela bottle that we are using that simulates breastfeeding, in the fact that the baby has to suck the milk out and it doesn't just fall out. So but yeah, I'll do that in a separate video, or maybe I'll just do it at the end of this one later on tonight after we get home, because like I said, Jordana is not a big fan of the car. So obviously you can hear like a screaming, crying baby in the background, and I usually have to pull over a lot to try and soothe her with her soother. So but anyway, no real concerns, and I'll follow up next week. See you later. So this is the Medela bottle I was talking about. It goes up to, like this bottle goes up to 5 ounces, but this is the lid. And basically they have to suck the milk out. Like this one's broken, but she was already drinking from it, so there was some in there, and this one's kind of broken, but it doesn't really actually come out. It's because there's some milk stuck in there as to why it's leaking right now. But with a normal bottle, it just kind of leaks out the side, but this has an opening, and the baby actually has to like suck, and then the milk comes out. So let me see. Actually, I have one. right here. So that's what it looks like underneath. And so they suck the milk through and then it comes on out through. So this was really great for Joseph, for getting him to actually like kind of suck and learn to breastfeed. Not really working for Jordana right now. So yeah. The only thing that you have to be careful about with this is that the milk flow comes out pretty fast. So like we usually, like I use receiving blankets as a burp cloth, and by the time we're done like 4 ounces or even 3 ounces, I use like each corner of the burp cloth and I put it under her chin and like suck it against her neck so all the milk doesn't just like collect down there. But by the end of a feeding, each corner is like soaked. So just note that it does come out pretty quickly. So be careful. You can like tip it down the bottle. So like when it's at their mouth, you can like tip it, I guess, up this way. So that way they don't have all the milk right there and it's all coming out really quickly. I do like the bottle. I do like the nipple. It worked really well with Joseph. But we're trying to figure it out with Jordana right now. It could be that she might have a lip or a tongue tie as well. So we're also trying to figure that out.